Hey guys, I'm James Robert Elliot. How to gain incredible credibility with people that you want to do business with you? Well, there's a number of ways, and this is part 3 of the series. So let's get right to it. What you want to do is you want to give yourself permission to be awesome and realize that you're awesome and realize you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to know everything. And that's a big problem. That is really what stops people oftentimes from gaining clients or appearing credible, appearing confident. Because if we're not confident inside us, through our body language, through our words, the way we speak and pronounce things, our inflection, again, mostly body language, people can tell when we're not confident. People can tell when we're not confident in our own abilities. And would you buy from someone? Would you do business with someone? Would you hire someone that didn't appear confident in themselves or their own abilities? Or worse, was saying one thing and their body was doing another thing. And so there's a massive incongruency there. It's going like this versus a real congruency of, yes, this is what I'm thinking, this is what I'm saying, and this is the way I'm acting. So you got to be really congruent with the way you communicate, guys. Otherwise, it'll throw people off and they'll not want to do business with you. So again, give yourself permission to be awesome, guys. You don't have to be light years ahead of your prospective clients. You only need to be a couple steps ahead of them. Whether you're, I don't know, a coach, a financial advisor, a lawyer, a business person, you don't have to be like the best ever. Strive to be that. Yes, strive to be the best, whatever you're doing that you can be. Yes, strive for being amazing while realizing there is no perfection. You got to start somewhere, and that's often what stops people. They're like, oh, I'm not ready yet, or I'm not good enough yet, I don't know enough yet. And that tripped me up too. And it cost me a lot of money, cost me a lot of time, cost me a lot of clients, and a lot of fulfillment. And it also cost me a lot of cool trips that I could have gone on because I was making, I would have made better money years ago. So that is the opportunity cost, guys. Your fulfillment, your satisfaction, and making great money and helping people, because I want people to be in the world helping others, right? So that's what's at stake. So what to do? Give yourself permission to be awesome. Give yourself permission not to be perfect and avoid worrying about being perfect. Done, you've probably heard the saying, done is better than perfect. And if you're trying to be perfect, I call that hiding, because it'll never be perfect anyways. You'll never be done, and you'll never complete and get out there if you're trying to be perfect. Done is better than perfect. Besides, it can't be perfect. It's impossible to be perfect anyways before you go out and do it, try it, action it, take action, and oh, that didn't work and this did. Okay, I'll keep this and I'll change this. Or this worked, but that didn't work so well, I can improve that. I know how to improve that and I'll make it even better. Nothing's perfect until you go do it and try it and take action and then refine it versus staying in the lab all the time. So to have credibility with people, with what you do, if someone says, well, what do you do? Or, how do I know you're the best? Or how do I know that you're good? Or, I'm feeling a little bit hesitant or reluctant, or I'm a little skittish on taking action or giving you whatever, my money. So what you can do is someone says this to you, or someone says, well, what do you do? Or how do you do it? Or I don't get it. Say to them, well, you know how, blank person or blank people, insert word here. Do you know how, entrepreneurs, or how business people, or how, I don't know, lawyers, how those people have blank problems, and insert a couple problems, and because it's your business. You know how blank people have blank problems, or seem to have these, that's I help them avoid them. Help them avoid them and create change and have the blank, insert, their goals here, their goals and desires here. I have them have the blank goals that they want. So that's the first thing. The second thing you can do is when someone says, what do you do? Or how do you help people? Or what makes you so good? Or why you're such an expert? You can say, well, instead of the first option, you can say, well, what I do is I help blank people. So again, insert a specific niche versus, I help everyone. And no, have a specialty, trust me. I help blank people avoid blank pain or problems and get blank results. So I help lawyers that are struggling not to get clients, and they're frustrated and they're not making the money they want. I help them find the clients, the perfect clients for them, and the perfect clients that they want to work with, so that, and remember, you want the so that they can have better lives, be better with families, have more travel, more fulfillment, and make great money doing what they love, as an example. So those are 2 ways you can say, people like this that have these problems, well, I help them get to these destinations. Or you could say, you can say that's who I help. Or you could say, well, I help, blank people. I help, let's say, business people get out of a job that's sucking their life away and demeaning them and having them, not fulfilled. Help them transition into becoming an entrepreneur, feeling amazing, feeling awesome, and being empowered, so that Again, the so what? So that they can travel more, have free time, have time flexibility, do what they love, help people make an impact and make great money doing it so they can live a wonderful life. So that those are the two ways you can do it, guys. Another thing you want to do is add a customer story. Yeah, and you can do it, again, one of two ways. You can say, it's really cool. I had this amazing client I was working with the other day or the other month or whatever, and he or she had this problem, and they were really stuck in it. And this is the way I helped her. Again, very, very briefly, concisely. This is the way I helped her or him, and then the results were blank. Insert results here. They made great money, they were happy, they were fulfilled, they were healthier because they weren't as stressed, and they were able to go on this amazing trip that they wanted. That's one way. It's interesting. I had this really cool client. Or what you can do is you can weave it in with the previous two models I gave you on kind of explaining how you are doing and what you are doing. So you can finish off with, I help these people avoid this problem, transform this way, achieve these goals, and take these actions so that they can blank. And then what you say is, for example, I had a client, Richard, or I had a client, Julia, that was not not finding enough clients. She was not finding enough clients, and she was an advisor and a consultant, and she was frustrated and stuck because she really wanted to help people. She wasn't making the money she wanted. All she wanted to do was buy a house in another country so she could work remotely and travel. So we helped her get clear on what she wanted, who she wanted to work with, the customers she wanted in her life, and the marketing activities that would support that. And then we had her take action toward those marketing activities, and wow, did she ever get amazing, amazing, amazing results. And I'm actually sharing a true client story with a name that's changed here. And she got amazing results. She was able to start her consulting business, work remotely, do a lot of things online, and that way it allowed her to live in Costa Rica for the winter and come back here only in the summer to Ontario. And she was fulfilled. She had the travel she wanted, she had the life she wanted, she could surf every day, and she was fulfilled because she was helping people with their lives. And it was amazing. So weave that in as well. Weave a customer success story in as well. You could even weave your own success story in, as I said in part 2 of the credibility series. But again, a customer success story is amazing as well. So just weave it and make it natural. Make it natural. Like, it was interesting. I had this amazing client till last week that I worked with, and this was the pain and the stuck and the struggles and the challenges. Then we transformed them this way. We did this for them, and that got them this so that they can A, B, C, D. So weave in a customer success story. A success story for yourself is great too. That's more when you're talking about yourself. It goes interchangeably. I think customer success stories are a little more credible than your own. Although, again, use them, interchange them, find what works, because there's nothing greater than your own success story, your own journey, because the customer or the potential buyer would think, wow, well, they've done it, and they've done it for themselves, and they've learned it, versus, someone being a weight loss coach that was never a fat. And it's like, well, I've been thin all my life, I'm going to teach people how to lose weight. And, all the weight loss coaches there that have always been thin, please don't hate. I'm just saying it does help to have, again, it gives you credibility. My old fat pictures, when I was doing a lot of nutrition work, really gave me some credibility because I've been there, I'd taken the journey. So that's the last thing I want to talk about. Remember, put yourself in a box and position yourself. Otherwise, people will do it for you. They'll position you, they'll put you in a box, and it may not be that box, oh, you're just a coach, or oh, you're just a that, or you're just a consultant, and you don't want, or you're just a lawyer, or you're just a financial advisor. You don't want to be put in these boxes because you want people to specifically know who you work with, what you do, and the results you get them, so they can either buy from you, or they can leave and not waste your time, or they can refer from you. They'll think of someone, oh, my friend Bob or my friend Jane, you got to talk to them, they really need your help. So those are some steps. The intelligent actions are to craft this. Write this down really, really briefly, guys. Go back over the video and write down that positioning statement when someone says, who are you, what do you do, and why are you so awesome? Now you have a framework on how to do that. So the intelligent action is to do that right now. Take literally 3 minutes, 4 minutes to do that right now, and I promise you, it'll take your customers' conversations to a whole new level, and you're going to have a lot more people, close a lot more business, make a lot more money, and be a lot more fulfilled. Until next time, I'm James Robert Elliot, founder of the Unstoppable Entrepreneur Programs and best-selling author of the book Unleash Your Power. Go have your best day ever. Thanks for joining.